Welcome back to some professional StarCraft 2, a grudge match from two sides of the world. Two of the most entertaining players out there across the history of StarCraft, the young and the not so young. Terran and Protoss, Europe and Korea. Let me introduce a former GSL finalist when he went by the name of Top, no longer on top of things. At least, tournament-wise. But one of the most entertaining streamers, the Korean Terran player. It's Kiwian. Looking to prove himself against the young guns. This man was only 7 years old when Kiwian was in the GSL finals. Yes, weighing in at, actually, maybe 6. Wow. Anyways, the 17-year-old Danish Protoss making an increasing splash and looking to hold on. I'd call him the favorite right now, but we will see in this best of 3. Storm Gaming's MaxPax. Oh my god, I'm old. The Pro SCV. Nothing untoward early on. Orbital! Kiwian! Kiwian! I've had strong... Kiwian. Is this a build? Where is his factory? Ah! He's... So this is not a mistake. The late orbital. This is actually a real mind game here. So, what Kiwian has done is he's shown a command center on time. He delayed his orbital to get a factory in the corner while still looking very much like he's going 1 racks expand. MaxPax has 2 probes on the map, so he's pretty suspicious, but he won't find anything because there are no factories on the map. The factories were inside the house. So the flying barracks has slightly more vision than anything on the ground. So Kiwian going with a tried and true strategy, which is putting your base in their base. MaxPax is scouting with 2 probes and an adept, scouring the map. There's an armory on the way in the corner. Looks like it's going to be a Widowmine follow-up. MaxPax knows that there are shenanigans. MaxPax is pretty well known for shenanigans himself. But Kiwian is definitely not the favorite in this match. And I think MaxPax is playing into that. The thing is, he's right. He's looked through almost the entire map. There is one spot he's missed. Why is he building it? Don't tell me you're gonna go Hellbent. No. Oh my god. Surprise. Oh.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Oh, jeez. Wow, this is going to do a lot of damage. 5 probes already. There's no return damage. MaxPax, known for putting a gateway on the other side of the map, should have been ready for something like this. 10 probes. 11 probes. And then Armory Mines as the follow-up. Oh my god. Sweet Protoss Jesus. 13 probes. He still has 26 left because this was essentially 2 base versus 1, despite the fact Kiwian did expand. He does have mules. There is a robotics facility, so there is a little tiny sliver of hope. That's the most obvious bait and switch I've ever seen. He pulled the stalkers away. Another Widowmine shot. The observer is out, but the Widowmine will fire. He retargets to the low ground and gets 6 probes with it. Oh my god, this is the factory leaves. The damage done leaves the scene of the crime. Kiwian off to a great start in game 1. Wow, this was a pretty disgusting, if at any point MaxPax had noticed. If he had noticed what the factory was building, he could have just body blocked the factory. If he had seen it before anything. He knew something was there, but somehow... this is one of those strategies that works because it's done so rarely and it can be countered so easily. And I think Kiwian sold it a little bit by going for the command center. Like, MaxPax... The thing is, despite all of this, despite killing 19 probes, Kiwian didn't have an incredible economy to work off. Like, even with mules, he has a mild income advantage. Yeah, he has forced out units from MaxPax, but he sacrificed a lot of his economic potential to put a base. Oh, but did he come back and land it again? God damn it. What are you doing? I didn't even think about it. I just zoned out first. He came back and landed it again. I don't... Because of course he did. So now the downside is pretty obvious. There is no factory in his base. Kiwian not going to be able to reinforce with tanks or mines or any of those good tasty things. Though he does have an armory, which a lot of Terrans don't actually get very quickly, unless they're going for something like this. It's going to be a bio push follow-up. Not particularly surprising or unexpected. The question will be, does MaxPax have enough gates in a timely manner to put it together? He has Blink on the way, +1 further out, 5 gates in production and about to finish. There won't be that many units, especially not to deal with Stim Marines with combat shield, a couple medevacs, and +1 infantry weapons. These are going to be some pretty cost-effective Marines and Marauders. There is a shield battery, overcharge, on the table. Meanwhile, Stalker's doing what they can, picking off a Marine or two, but Kiwian, he's not going to have +1. But he will have everything else. He's got to make a decision. He goes for the Stim. Full blink back. Baits out the force field. No guardian. God damn it. He lands the factory on the low ground. Kiwian will spend a little time taking down the rocks. That's why they're there. Buy some time for the defender. The Stalker's looking for something. He spots him with the medevacs, moves the medevacs around. Stalkers blink away. No concussive shells. Immortal is out. Charge is on the way. Kiwian's window is starting to close here. But if he can get him away from the shield batteries, and reinforcements have arrived. Chipping away at the Zealots. Without charge and without really just enough Zealots, there's not much buffer for the much more fragile units. Stalker taken down, another Zealot shaved off. Observer not going to help much in this. The robotics facility is exposed. Stalker blinks in over the top, right into the jaws of the Marine Marauder. Immortal caught, killed. Probes, MaxPax is bleeding out from both sides here. Shield battery overcharged, but possibly and definitely far too little. And it looks like too late. Charge is not done. The Zealots strongly suggest the Marines and Marauders leave. But the Marines and Marauders say, you and what army? Probes pulled. The Marauders and the medevacs are out of energy. The Marines are gone. It looks like MaxPax may be able to just barely stabilize, but we have to ask that eternal question. At what cost? Kiwian's now double on the supply. He's got a third command center. He does technically have the armory for upgrades. And it looks like the Korean Terran stutter stepping into a win. Well, okay, alright, Kiwian. Where are your medevacs? Come, where are the damn medevacs? He hasn't built a medevac in a while. This is borderline over micro here. The charge lots are chasing. MaxPax will drive him out because I have no idea where the there definitely should have been some more medevacs at some point. You may not have gotten those locked down in time. But at some point, yeah, 2 more medevacs. MaxPax isn't going to tap it out yet. But Kiwian, there's nothing here. Like, there's charge lots, but charge lots and stalkers are a pretty known quantity. It's not going to be enough. I mean, if he loses from here, Kiwian probably should just forfeit the rest of the series, which would be 1 game, but that is my evaluation of the situation. It's very, very difficult to lose from this position. against these units. Protoss needs that more complex tech or an overwhelming amount of gateway units. And this time, it's not going to cut it. So, Kiwian sneaks a factory in and comes out with game one. And it wasn't like the cheeky factory and then a standard game. No, the factory won the game. The stupid factory in the stupid base won the stupid game. It was a build that will not work twice in a series. There's no question of that. MaxPax was already scouring the map. He just missed the most important point. But he only needs one more. It's a best of 3. It's a quick series. It can be. MaxPax. So, for those, the uninitiated, MaxPax, the first thing that he was known for, a couple years ago, he figured out that when you do a 2-gate push, like 1 gate in your base, 1 gate near theirs, and you overwhelm the Terran early with units, he, the genius that he is, said, why do you need a gate in your base? Just build the gate on the map. If you need defense, you can recall. So, the MaxPax build, the act of just putting a gateway in your opponent's, essentially, usually not in their base, but like right outside, remarkably and surprisingly effective. He's branched out since then, and it looks like, despite, well, okay, so MaxPax does build his gate in his base. He just wanted to scout early, see if shenanigans were afoot. Well, Kiwian understands that playing to his strengths. He's built a barracks, not the conventional location. MaxPax has another probe, so it appears nobody's particularly keen on an expansion at the moment. Yeah, this is not for scouting. That is... alright. Well, here we go. It's a slap fight. We're going to... He's going react... I don't know if this is reactor mines. This isn't even a proxy. It's just kind of hidden. It's just off in the corner. But MaxPax is going to try to counter this by just building a Stargate outside of Kiwian's base, which is a little more direct. And Kiwian will have no units in his base, which is, you know, kind of a significant downside. A Marine will walk back from the proxy racks to kill the probe in the base. I don't know if one Marine is going to cut it against Void Rays. Okay, Kiwian will build another barracks. Has he scouted? He has not scouted. He has no idea what's going on in or out of MaxPax's base. He's... Alright, a Zealot will spot... Wait, did the Zealot see the barracks floating? I am not sure. Okay, so nobody will survive this. The situation right now is both players will lose most of their workers. But both players are going to be incredibly capable of killing essentially every unit that their opponent has, especially their workers. But what will be left is the more important question. Well, 2 Hellions in the base. We've seen how effective those can be. Probes, not the ideal defensive unit, because they're here to kill them. A Stalker pops out. The shield battery was off to the side. I don't know what happened there. He's lining up the probes, but then he gets the surround. Beautiful mineral walk. Meanwhile, a Void Ray has forced Kiwian to just stop mining. And there's a Widow Mine drop coming in. Detection just doesn't exist right now for MaxPax. It's an armory mine drop, I might add. He's just built his base outside of his base. But now the Void... Like, the SCVs are now getting extensive hazard pay because they will die. He's just trying to mine enough for something. I don't know what. There is no hope of detection. MaxPax doesn't have enough gas to get an Oracle. which is the only inkling of detection he could afford. He needs to try to mine as many minerals and gas as he can. Right now, Kiwian has moved his orbital to be protected by... He's moving his base to his production, not his production to his base, which is usually the opposite method. But MaxPax now, while losing probes, has mined just barely enough for an oracle. Honestly, maybe cancel Warp Gate at this point. MaxPax actually lost a Void Ray to the bunker, probably looking at the mine slaughtering all his probes, that he's now long distant. I don't know what I expected from this series. But now 2 shield batteries. MaxPax is home away from home against Kiwian's hidden production with mines. Well, Minecraft is a very fun game, says Kiwian, and MaxPax not really agreeing despite his younger demographic. Like and subscribe. Okay, so the incomes are about even, but 0 is pretty close to 0, so last I checked. Well, Kiwian has managed to reestablish mining. Okay, so MaxPax recalls his probes to his main, which dodges the literal, not figurative minefield between his probes and his main, which is just an incredibly large-brained play, and it looks like we'll just macro it out. Okay. So both players have... Wow. So, with mules, Kiwian is similar on income. It somehow has evened out. I don't think I've ever seen anything quite like this. Neither player has any dream of expanding in this, at least this season of madness, but he's just gonna swarm with mines and hope some connect. MaxPax is doing a pretty good job of negating the damage, and actually has not lost any additional probes. Is that in detection range? He can see the mine. The mine isn't quite close enough to hit the probes. He's gonna try to get close to the probes. The Oracle, you just sacrificed a probe. Okay. He picks up the mine. The Oracle can't shoot the medevac. It can shoot the mines, but not while they're in the medevac. Meanwhile, Void Rays, and Shield Battery, like this is like your first, this is like a 3 flavors of cheese, alright? A 3 cheese blend, if you would. Because usually you got like your Proxy Void Ray or your Proxy Factory. But here we have Proxy Void Ray and Proxy Factory, creating a whole new layer. Okay, like, we need to go deeper, says the mine, before it dies because it was detected. So now what? Kiwian has the orbital. Like, this is your normal cheese now. Now we have, like, a 1-base Protoss and shield batteries against a 1-base Terran with Vikings and a bunker. Like, we've seen this before. The way we got here has been meandering at best and possibly lost in a drunken bender at more accurate. But mine is cleared out. MaxPax hints towards actually expanding, but is still very many minerals off. Kiwian is kind of losing some Marines, and the Vikings aren't able to get through the shield batteries before the Void Rays themselves have become a huge threat. There's no SCVs in position to repair. The orbital itself hasn't really been repaired, as that does cost some minerals. Meanwhile, Kiwian's still producing most of his units on the other side of the map. MaxPax at the 8-minute and 30-second mark, which you could be maxed out in a normal macro game if you're particularly accomplished, will take his second base at 41 supply. Alright. Well, here comes another. There are 2 cannons. He doesn't have drilling claws. One of those mines is gonna hit. I don't know where MaxPax is looking, but it's not at his probes. Oh no, he's back where he started. A dozen probes. Oh no. I think he was microing his Phoenix against something. I don't... Oh, that's a disaster. So here's the awkward part, though. He still can't, like, Kiwian still can't really kill the Void Race. He's still on one base and he's mining out. So even though he's killing a whole lot of probes, well, MaxPax can't let this happen. Like, you can't lose the shield batteries. The shield batteries mean that Kiwian can't... Well, he needs to bring the mines to kill the Void Race. Why has nobody thought of this yet? On either side. What if he just brought the mines to the Void Race? Is there some convention that violates or something? Alright, there are certain regulations for cheese. We're not animals here. Okay, here's the Oracle. Getting involved. Not gonna last long at this rate. Oh. Wait. Okay, so... There are no more Marines. There's still a Viking. Kiwian's just kind of losing everything. Looks like Kiwian has discovered technology to bring mines to his base, but maybe this is a bit late. There's a probe in here. How did a probe get in here? It's been here the whole time. Oh, wait, the mines burrow. Wait, they're gonna hit the Phoenixes. Whoa! Whoa, 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 whoa! Whoa! What is happening? I have no idea. MaxPax looking the other way again, and there go the Phoenixes. One of these Widow Mines has triggered on something, and not, like, metaphorically. So suddenly we're kind of back where we started, yet again. MaxPax lost the 4 Phoenixes that were kind of... They were the back... There's a probe... Uh-huh. Alright, so there's stim, but the stim just brings them closer to death in the sweet release of responsibility. Kiwian doesn't have enough room in his base to expand. I think he would have been better off just, like, expanding, like, sending an SCV to some random base and expanding there. Because this is not going to finish. Technically, Void Rays outrange mines, but, like, with an asterisk, because they have a tendency to like to get ahead of themselves. It looks like eventually the Proxy Void Ray will win out. But yeah, I'm not sure Combat Shield is super key for 0 Marines, but here we are. Alright, well, the orbital's in the air again. 2 medevacs. Unfortunately, the only thing they can heal right now is... He's got 4 Marines! Okay. Is that enough? No, but also... Okay, no. He's not mining very much, and by that I mean 0. There's a Marauder, which definitely was an accident. And MaxPax wins. Alright. So, yes. Uh-huh. Yeah, MaxPax coming out on top of that one. Wasn't sure where that one would land. Somebody had to win. I mean, technically not correct, but eventually someone has to win, most of the time. Though that seemed like one of the games it might end in a draw. Anyways, the decider match. These players with a particular style of play. And that is a generous way to phrase it. Remember to check out, especially Kiwian on Twitch. He's always a very creative individual. Jimmy, in the description, Jimmy. The description. I know people don't read it, but we have to pretend like they do. Yes, alright. Game 3. They're both sending out workers at the beginning of the game, which, well, I'm surprised it's just one. A Macro-Rex. A Rex designed to make you think he's proxying, but can be floated back into his own. He's slow. Throughout the series, Kiwian has gotten closer to his base. He's gotten closer to building buildings in his base with every game. Still not quite there, and it is the final game of the series. But I don't know how. I don't know if it's like a diminishing returns thing. Who knows? Another probe. MaxPax once again did. Max, come on, Max, think about it. Well, the factory couldn't be done yet. He knows how long it takes for barracks to finish, but soon the factory could be done. There technically could be an SCV, and you got to check the corner. You better check the corner. I know it's not there, but if you don't check the corner, you got to check the corner. MaxPax, think. Look. I can't believe he's not. Like, I know there's no factory there, but like, it is blowing my mind that he hasn't yet checked the corner of his base. You know why? Because I am so stupid. My mind literally exploded. Because otherwise I would have noticed that he already saw a factory in Kiwian's base. But unfortunately, this series leaves me handicapped and without my mental faculties. Can you blame me after last game? Yeah. Unfortunately, MaxPax is about one factory building in front of his face ahead of me. But I would still check the corner, though. Like, maybe you got a second factory. I would not put it past him, but it looks like both players will manage to get an expansion in a somewhat standard and timely manner. All right, just reset. Just pretend we're playing a normal-ish game of StarCraft. I mean, Kiwian's has like a one base build, but also with a second command center. But he's built, his production is now all in his base. Why are there 2 Reapers? What? Alright, so we're doing this. 2 Reapers and a Hellion lose to a Stalker and an Adept, but can kill either of the... But here comes the Widow Mine. Things are escalating. Oh, he's a little late! You gotta turn around! Oh my god. And then he can just kill the Adept! He recalls the Adept! Oh, I can't... MaxPax! This has happened several times. Those Widow Mines finding damage because MaxPax just looking the wrong way at the wrong time. A split second too late. Oh, of course he couldn't see it on the high ground until he walked up, but... Oh, he's gonna try to break through. Are you really gonna go for it? And he... Oh, no! Not this time. Not this time. Shuts the door.
Denied.
The probe was waiting. I don't think Kiwian really respected it. Well, and then the probe goes out, and the Reapers murder him. Which seemed like a little mean to that probe. There's Blank on the way, as well as a Prism. Oh my god. Does he have an armory? He does not have an armory. Okay. The mines will drop out. He's gonna wait on the third one. Good job to get... Oh, but the Reapers are in the natural. Bouncing around the Stalkers, getting more probe damage. Kiwian is tearing him apart. Oh my god. Another kill. 7 kills, and there is... Like, he cleaned... Wait, what is... There's a Reaper in the medevac. He put the Reaper in the medevac. We'll die together.
What a save!
I don't... God damn. So, 7 kills for 3 mines. The fact he still technically has the medevac. But it's only on the stats screen there, not There is no practical way that medevac's gonna get anything done, so he doesn't actually really have a medevac he can use. Though MaxPax did have to keep a Stalker back to kind of pin it. Stalkers just walk in, take a tank shot and some Marine fire. They did get an SCV, so... MaxPax actually never took the third. I bet he's gonna try to fix that now. There are tanks, Max. You know what a tank is, right? Like, oh, he body blocks with the Adept. It tanks the tank shots and allows the Stalkers to just blunk through, but it's not quite enough damage to break the bunker. And meanwhile, at the back, Kiwian throws a Raven across the map. Gonna get some probe damage. MaxPax tries his hand at breaking the front, gets slapped down, and retreats to a third. Will Kiwian? This is just going to be a permanent fixture. A scan looking for observers. He'll see one, but can't actually do anything about it awkwardly. Meanwhile, Stalker's in the main. Kiwian, he sees it. Like, it's in vision. He's not hiding. He has a few ready on repair. Raven comes back in with the auto turret. Kiwian trying to exploit the timing. Stalkers, and fair's fair. Thing is, he can recall the Prism. He can't recall the medevac. But here we are. As far apart as they possibly could be. Kiwian, though, feeling kind of trapped in his base. He's building Vikings to deal with the Prism, which also will fortuitously deal with Colossi, as the Colossi are so tall, of course. But, I mean, 2 Vikings is not a game-ending amount. It is just convenient for Kiwian that he was encouraged to make those Vikings, as he will have that... Wait, does he recall? He's too slow. Wait, is he too slow? Yeah. MaxPax, once again, about 0.3 seconds. I don't know how much ping there is from Europe to Korea, but like 0.3 seconds too late. And he just straight up loses the Prism with 4 Stalkers, and the recall's now on cooldown. That is a total disaster. Like, that Prism was keeping Kiwian at home. Look, here he is, not at home on... committing the... Oh, no. Meanwhile, like, Stalkers are not going to cut it. There's no extended thermal lance, but there are 2 Colossi. He sees them. There a few tanks and a couple Vikings are something. Is there charge? Charge is about to finish. How many gates? Only 4. The Vikings getting some shots. They do pretty well. The Stalkers, though, of course, can shoot them down. Remember this. Wait, the Raven! The Raven is still back here! Kiwian, remember the Raven! Never forget! That he can disable one of the Colossi with Interference Matrix. I'm not sure if anyone remembers the Raven, to be honest. Including Kiwian. Who he also has a third, by the way. Well, we will see. Oh, wow. Big tank hits. Center mass there. Extended thermal lance is done for the Colossi, giving them decent range. Charge lot, find the orbital. Double drop headed towards the main. MaxPax spread thin at the moment. He finds himself fighting an army he can't even take head on, and another double drop is going to complicate things in the main. Marines and Marauders dropping out. +1/+1 done. And what else is there to defend? He has to bring the charge lots back. Cleans up the third, does Kiwian. Now, 30 supply lead. 40? 30. The medevacs get behind the mineral line. The charge lots with their +1 attack. They're going to force it back. The Reaper! The Reaper got into a safe medevac! The other medevac doesn't actually die either, but the Reaper was transferred somehow to a safe medevac. What a play! Kiwian never leaving a man behind. Oh, the Reaper drops out. Ready to join the fray, but Disruptor shot the Marauders! Sit there and take it! Oh no, quadra kill! Oh, and now the Reaper gets to sit there while the Stalkers are going to work. What a game. 30 supply down is MaxPax, but he has the army to deal with what Kiwian's bringing to the table, and the charge lots the Reaper. No! He gets out. The Reaper survives, and with it, hope. The problem is, as time goes on, that's a bit of a bold place for a Dark Shrine. Whips out the Purification Nova. Not going to be enough. Charge lots closing around from the left. Will he go for the counterattack or the full break? It's going to be the full break. He brings it in from both sides. Where's the Guardian Shield? Doesn't pop it yet. Charge lots from all sides. Spreads out the tank damage. Vikings doing their best. Shield battery overcharge. Doing better. Guardian Shield from the front. Reinforcements from Kiwian. Driven back on the front lines. Medivacs will try to keep things intact. MaxPax with a beautiful, beautiful engagement. Caps it off with a disruptor shot. And a 30 supply gap becomes dead even. +1 armor to follow it up. But Kiwian remembered the Raven. He remembered. Maybe a little too late. He gets 7 probes. And he has reinforcements. Liberators will try to stop things here. He actually has free shots. Disruptor shot to zone out. Blinks to the side. Kiwian still struggling. The Raven, a definite select all RV hotkey. Where's the Reaper? The Reaper died. Oh no. Kiwian has 65 SCVs. But he does not have 2-2 on the way. He does not have an armory. MaxPax doesn't have a ton of tech, but he just got a Dark Shrine as well. He's getting DT Blink before +2 attack, which is a very MaxPax thing to do. There's enough Vikings and a tank here. A beautiful dodge on the Ruptor. And suddenly, with the Vikings, triple force field, but not particularly efficient. There aren't that many Stalkers. He has to use a ton of energy, tries to dodge into the Warp Prism. Just slips past the force fields. And Kiwian maintains a huge supply, I think. No, we just salvaged a bunker. There weren't DTs. What a messy game this is. Both players succeeding on defense, but finding struggles when it comes to a full-out attack. Disruptors, Blink Stalkers, Sentries, Warp Prisms, and DT Blink. Like, Harry Potter reincarnated. Like, I guess he... In this scenario, in this world, Harry Potter died and was reincarnated as MaxPax. Don't worry about it. It's canon now. It's better than whatever canon actually is. JK, right? No, JK Rowling. Anyways, Warpin in the main. DT's at the back. The natural is a little exposed. Disruptor curveball into Marauders. Meanwhile, DT's at the third. Everything's terrible, but a huge flank. Disruptor shot, pre-dodge. One Marauder, not enough. Force fields hold the line, but the Vikings shoot right over the top. Main base being gutted. Third base eviscerated. 33 SCVs in the last minute. Kiwian's economy is shattered. Oh, if he gets the Warp Prism, he can put everything together and try to attack, but MaxPax is way ahead of him on that front. Disruptor shot through the front, targeted down. 45 SCVs, another shot, finds the tail end. Are there enough Marines and Marauders? Hits the stem, too much damage. 50 SCVs, Prism's not dead, DT's finally cleaned up. Somehow we're both under 100 supply. Scans across the board. DT's tank almost putting... There's still a DT in the main. 50 SCVs. Kiwian has only so many scans. He has only so many units. He technically has 4 command centers, so you can recover from a lot with 4 command centers. MaxPax comes in for another round. This is very optimistic of him. He gets 2 Marines. MaxPax is, like... You won, bro! Like, go home! You did it! You don't need to keep attacking! The worst thing that MaxPax could do is trickle in his valuable units and get gunned down individually. But the Dark Templar are keeping Kiwian, drawing his attention. The tanks! The real casualties. He's trying to work at the front, but any amount of DTs at the back. Great disruptor hit. MaxPax chips and chops away. Stutter stepping back. A few more disruptors. Target fire. Misses the mark! Disaster! Picks up into the Medivacs, but Kiwian suddenly plummets to 50 supply. Shield battery overcharge. It looks so good. But MaxPax scrapping it out. And Kiwian, who looked like he might be able to take a pretty convincing series against the Danish youngster. No. MaxPax, he drags him down to that level and he beats him with experience. MaxPax with those scrappy games. And Kiwian, maybe stick to streaming, buddy. Thank you for watching. Thank you to Kiwian for putting it on and sending me the games. Check them out. I hope you enjoyed. Like, subscribe, ring the bell. These videos. Good luck, have fun. I'll see you next time. Stay chill.